Hi guys, I wanted to talk about affirmations for a second. If you hear a bird in the background, it's Florida, so I guess they have something to say too. But what I wanted to say is that people get discouraged with affirmations a lot. And at first it might be fun to say, I'm rich, I am wealthy, I am love, I am whatever. And then a lot of the times people give up. And then there's another time where people will say certain things about themselves and then they get sinking feelings because it's not true. It's not true in that moment. I'm wealthy. And then something in them says, you're not. And this produces the opposite feeling of what they're trying to accomplish. And so that's where the question format came in. Why am I wealthy? Because the brain, the subconscious, is always going to try to look for an answer that you give it. So when you say, why am I wealthy? It's going to say, why am I wealthy? And it's going to look for the answer. But the point of this video is to explain that what you talk about out loud and in your head becomes a subconscious blueprint. It rewires your brain. And just because it's not true right now doesn't mean that it's not going to be true soon. You have to continue to do it. Just like anything in your life, it takes time to change. Use it or lose it, in layman's terms. So the less you use certain words, the more it gets pruned out. The more your brain starts to prune out these neural connections. And the more you use another word, like, instead of using the word hate, you use the word love, just for a comparison. You start to create more love. So think of it as like two roads, right? Let's just use love and then hate as an example. Or you can use money and poverty or whatever. But love and hate. And so maybe someone has been going down this path of hate, and they've been going down it so much that it's a nice path. It's very easy to walk down. It's very easy to go down. And it's nice and paved, and they can take their car and go, and everything is fast, right? And then you have the opposite path of love. And this opposite path of love is like this dirt road, and it's like overfilled with weeds and obstacles because it's never been used, it's never been nourished, it's never been taken care of. And so when you start to go down the path of love and start talking about things that you love and using affirmations of the opposite of what you've been using, you start to slowly cultivate this path. You start to pave it. And so what happens to the other one, the one that you no longer use, the hate path? It starts to turn into the obstacle path that love used to be. Does that make sense? So the more you use affirmations, the more they become prominent in your life. And the more you use them, the less the other opposite affirmations that you've been subconsciously telling yourself for all these years start to prune away. Do they disappear? No, they do not disappear. But it makes it harder for you to go down that path next time. Does that make sense? So the moral of this video is to keep saying your affirmations even if you don't believe them. Even if you don't believe them. You don't have to believe them. Because eventually your subconscious will. And what you put into your subconscious eventually becomes your habitual thinking. And so the cool thing is you'll start to think these thoughts that you had to force. Just like you learn to ride a bike, you don't have to think about it. Just like you learn to drive a car, you don't have to think about it, or learn to brush your teeth, or, whatever, or walk even. You don't have to think about walking or running. These become habitual habits. So you will wake up, and if your affirmation has been happy, you will feel happy. And if you have a bad day, it'll quickly go back to happy automatically. And so keep doing your affirmations. Never stop doing them. Just keep doing it. Don't give yourself a time frame. Just keep doing it, because everything aside, life is better when you think positive. So keep doing your affirmations. Enjoy them, knowing that every time you do them, you are reprogramming the neural connections in your mind to create a better life for you. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll catch you in the next one.